Whit Johnson has replaced George Stephanopoulos as the host of GMA. Whit Johnson has replaced departing Good Morning America presenter George Stephanopoulos as the new host of the sexy show. George might be a favored GMA host. Fans, though, were still overjoyed to welcome his replacement this week. Fans have thanked Whit for filling in for George while he was away from the desk on online discussion boards. Discover why Whit is stepping in for George in the next paragraphs, along with what the host's supporters are saying. George surprised fans recently with an on-air goodbye. George recently surprised his audience with an unexpected on-air farewell. He disclosed the departure of a cherished and long-standing member of the ABC family from the program. The 62-year-old anchor informed the audience that Scott Snyder, a longtime colleague, was leaving GMA. Co-hosts Deborah Roberts, Rebecca Jarvis, Lara Spencer, and Ginger Z were all present as George broke the news. The host outlined how everyone in the GMA family wanted to congratulate Scott for his 44 years at ABC and bid him farewell. Scott, who operated the cameras, was present for all of the show's highlights. Every day, according to George, he began with a smile. Although his presence in the studio will be greatly missed, he is leaving a legacy of brilliance and friendship. George's fans can also sigh with satisfaction because he is not retiring alongside Scott. Least of all, not yet. GMA Whit Johnson, a hotter replacement for host George Stephanopoulos. Fans instantly start assuming that the hosts had quit the show if they are absent. When George Stephanopoulos wasn't present this week, it happened once more. However, his absence also generated a different type of buzz, gratitude for his stand-in host. Whit Johnson, a clear fan favorite, took over for George while he was away. Fans frequently post remarks about how sexy he is in internet forums whenever he makes an appearance. They stated that they were happy to have him on the program and that he added a new level of sophistication to the cast. Even though George is well-liked, Whit garners more admiration than George does. Of course, admiration for Whit does not imply support for George's departure from the show. Since 2009, George has been on GMA. He has carved out a spot for himself at the news table throughout the years. Fans may be able to persuade the producers to give Whit a permanent seat at the table, although most certainly not in George's chair. Do you believe Whit Johnson ought to be a regular host on Good Morning America? Do you want George Stephanopoulos to be replaced or remain on the air for a few more years? Post your comments to let us know what you think.